Welcome to a first look at the new DLC, Steel Inferno, that just released for War in the East 2. It comes with 2 new campaigns as well as 8 new scenarios. It focuses on conflicts and operations that took place in Yugoslavia as well as the Caucasus. The Finnish forces are going to make a brief appearance in this DLC. This operation is called Road to the Caucasus, with our main goal being to secure the oil-rich fields of Gronzi down here on the southeastern front. Also, we want to secure the Strait of Kerch over here, so we get 5 new divisions. What that's going to do is going to allow us to reinforce our panzer divisions over here on the eastern front when we get there in an attempt to secure these fields. The Soviets are going to begin retreating. As you can see, they are quite weak, and they're going to attempt to reinforce down here on this eastern flank. This is a learn as you play playthrough. We're going to cover the basics as we learn them, and I hope to create or at least foster a learning environment, and I hope you guys enjoy the playthrough as we go through. The game is currently on sale on the Matrix and Slytherin website, so if you purchase it, join us on the Race to the Caucasus and let me know if you're able to surround these initial units and encircle them, and let me know what strategies you use down in the comments. If you enjoy military strategy, tactics, and doctrine and like seeing it applied to strategy games, I guarantee this is the place for you. So make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to begin clicking on our units and coming up with a strategy. Ideally, I don't think we're going to do much. We're going to basically punch this front line. If we can encircle them, it's going to stop their retreat to the eastern flank, and then we can destroy them, and then eventually there'll be less forces over there on the eastern side. Next, we're going to begin our race down here to this southern front, this western front, and secure that port. So with all that being said, let's dive into this. What I really think we should do is we're not going to focus on achieving this strategic objective because it's way up here. It is a fantastic port and will allow us to supply our forces, but that may be overreaching it for new players, all right, like myself. So what I want to do is I was thinking about sending this unit right here, breaching this front line, and then attempting to encircle these 4 divisions that are located down here. But that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to grab our panzers and we're going to begin diverting these units. As you can see, this movement's going to bring our movement down to 20. If we hit Z, as you see, we have 50 movement points. We're going to move through these areas. This is going to cost us a bit more movement points, but that's perfectly fine. I want to cut off these forces. So we're going to cut off that HQ unit by moving south. We're going to continue this encirclement by moving south right along here. And we're going to bring this next unit over here and just continue to penetrate and blockade all of these units, as you can see. Just like that. We're going to grab our 16th Mountain Division. I believe that's what that is. And we're going to move them right there and continue to encircle these forces. With those forces encircled, we're going to attempt to penetrate this front line and complete this encirclement. So if we hover over this unit, a gray box is going to appear. As you can see, right there, that attack CV is 1.1 and their defense is currently 1.0. So we need to combine forces, and we can become a deliberate attack now. If we hold the shift key, as you see, we have our 3rd Panzer Division as well as our 2nd Grossdeutschland Mountain Division. If we hover over this, we can see our attack CV is now 3.9. In doing this, watch what happens. We are going to have a successful deliberate attack, and that division has now been routed. All right, these units are basically cut off right here. We're going to move these Dutchland units forward 1, and then possibly we're going to pause right there because we want to see if we can continue this encirclement down here on the southern flank. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab both these units right here, the 1st Infantry Division as well as the 2nd and 9th, and we're going to just move 1 position right there. If we take a look, it's currently 1.3. We cannot win this engagement and route this unit, so we need more reinforcements right there if we were to choose to do that. So if we double click this unit right here, we have an easy 6.9. We can just break through right there, route them a little bit, do a deliberate attack, and push them south. All right, we're going to move this unit over 1, just like that. And we're going to grab this unit down here, and we're going to continue to focus on this encirclement, see if we can get around these units down here on the southern flank. We're going to grab our next panzer unit, and we're going to move them to reinforce these units as well. We're going to pause right there. We're going to do a brief assessment. We have the infantry division right here that we're going to move here in a moment, and we're going to reassess our current situation. I'm questioning if we can actually penetrate these front lines, but we're going to take a look. We have a nice encirclement going here. Ideally, they would have to go around us. I don't know if that's possible right then, but we can easily mop those forces up while they're cut off. That's 3 less divisions we'll have to deal with in a moment. Later on. So let's highlight these units. We can easily defeat that unit and then continue to push. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. It's going to rout them, which is unfortunate. Yep, they retreated down here to this southern flank, which we knew they were going to go somewhere. Let's see if we can get this tank brigade right here, this 13th Panzer, and I want them to reinforce down here. They'll have 45 movement points once they move there. However, over that, we should easily be able to destroy that unit, but ideally, I would like to encircle more of these forces, which we can do if we have any attack points left. And it doesn't look like we do. All right, right here. 3.2, we should win this. We're going to do a deliberate. And we're going to route. That's going to open up another breach point, and hope we're going to move this unit down if it lets us. And we don't have enough movement points for that, but we do have a breach right here. All right, continuing to encircle and cut off forces. We're going to move. What do we have here? We need to get rid of that unit. We're going to advance our 3rd Grossdeutschland up 1 position. And we're going to involve these 2 units. That's going to give us a 4.1, and we're going to easily eliminate that unit right there. He's going to rout. If we move you like there, I want to cut him off. I think this unit could easily. What can we do right here? If we grab both of these 2 divisions right here, we can route this unit just like that. I want to attempt to surround this guy and block him. I don't want him moving, and it doesn't look like it's going to be possible, which is unfortunate. Let's see what we can do. This is a 2.0. He's going to rout. Not a good encirclement. Not happening much right now, but we're giving it our best. Let's see what else we can pull up. We're kind of making our way through this front line. We do have 3 divisions we won't have to deal with in the future. They are currently cut off. And we're attempting to cut off this small unit right here. We're going to move this division up 1. We're going to see who we can activate. It looks like it's our Panzer Division. And we could actually break this HQ. They're going to get routed, but it's going to allow us to continue to encircle these forces, which is exactly what we want to do. All right, we can easily eliminate that unit, or we can push to the right. I'm just confirming if we have any actual movement that we can encircle these 4. This unit can't move very far. I think we're honestly all out of movement points. We do have a lot of Panzer divisions. They just cannot secure this far down south. So we are going to attempt to continue to break these units. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Panzer division. We're going to hit this unit on the back line. We're going to route him, get us off, do a bit of damage. We're going to grab these 2 units. They're going to rout. Looks like they went around us, which is unfortunate. Routed that unit as well. And then we're going to move this unit up and completely block that guy off. And now we have a full encirclement on at least 1 division. And they're now routed. All right, 1 encirclement complete. We're just going to check a few more things. See what kind of damage we can do. We're going to hit that unit. We're going to cause them to retreat, and we're going to attempt to blockade this unit right here, which is all right. And I believe for our last move, all these units are going to get on this railway, but at least they're cut off. That's perfectly fine. I just want to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. All right, we have a small... We did a little bit of damage right there. Mostly routed those 3 units. We did penetrate their front lines. We did kind of stop them from going eastward over here, as you can see. We have secured supply lines along these trains right here and right here. This is a good port we should utilize next to secure, and we'll continue our assault on the south. So if we hit next, we're going to see how everything plays out. We're going to end our turn. As our turn plays through, we're just going to see what happens. We're going to watch the air war, where they're going to see if they do any sort of attacking on us. Unfortunately, we couldn't do any fantastic encirclements, but as we learn, we'll master the encirclements, and we may do another playthrough or how to properly utilize them later. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any specific strategies or tactics you use for your encirclements, and let me know if I made any mistakes, because we can always improve. This channel can improve, and these playthroughs can improve. At the end of the day, we're trying to create a good learning environment and spread everyone's knowledge around so more people pick this game up and have more fun playing it. Because in my honest opinion, it's one of those games that can be initially overwhelming because players don't know exactly what's going on, and I want this playthrough to introduce new players and the comment section to be welcoming, or as welcoming as we can be. Because I think once people understand, we'll definitely see an influx of players, and then we can get some good PBM modes going, because there is a fantastic amphibious head-to-head mode in this game, and I want to check that scenario out at some point. So overall, we're just taking a quick look at the logistics it's playing through for the Axis, and then we're just going to take a look at one more thing, and then we'll progress for the next turn, and that will be our next video. Overall, we lost 3,000 forces, 12 anti-tank guns, 5 tanks, 46 airplanes. We're not managing the air war, as you can see. All right, we do have a force cut off right here, so we can easily reinforce and destroy these units. They're currently cut off. We're going to secure this port right here. Our panzers should be pushing eastward. As you can see, they immediately went east. We knew they were going to do that. We're going to try and get all our forces down here to the Kerch Strait. We want to secure this so we get our 5 new divisions. And then we're going to launch a massive invasion going west to east across the Caucasus, and hopefully secure our objective down here in Granzi. And then possibly on one of our more complicated playthroughs, we'll attempt to secure this objective here with a small contingent of infantry forces. As you see, they're currently routing. We know they're going to reinforce down here. We're just going to continue on our easy playthrough, secure our objective, and just honestly see how well we do in these first 17 turns. All right, guys, that was turn 1. I'm excited to see how turn 2 plays out, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.